Welcome to Deep Think Intellectual! My favorite show! Yeah!
Mom, save me, please, please. Dallas texted one more.
Oh no! What did I eat last night? Welcome to Deep Think Intellectual. We are here today in Dallas for our next 2-year convention. I'm your host, Mike Shocksad, and I will be introducing you to our guests, Jordan Peterson and Slavos Zizek. Hello! Yes, hello. We are here today to talk about philosophy and discuss political and philosophical, but mainly political differences. Each of you will have 20 seconds to answer both aspects of the same question. Because what would a convention be without a little discourse? Right. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Pleasure to have you, Peterson. Pleasure to have you, Zizek. Question number 1. Jordan,
Okay, yeah.
thoughts on the emergence of the app Be Real?
Well, the thing is, being real is not completely true because it is an ideological stance. Because to be real in reality is never possible because you exist with a facade behind your mask.
That was pleasantly accurate. I'm agreeing with you. Zizek?
Well, you see, that is a great point, Mr. Peterson. But at the same time, you have to agree that the thing with Be Real is that it is a great way to interact with the people around you, the same as all the other kinds of social media. It is a big net that connects us all across the entire world.
That was also great. I'd like to give a short announcement. I was told by the executives that ad-libbing the intro and the questions and being completely biased is not very fair and probably not great for this convention. I'll stop ad-libbing now. Question number 2, real question, okay. The social aspects of communism versus consumerism and crypto. Jordan?
Well, I actually don't know anything about communism because I'm an illiterate fuck. I've never...
And Zizek, your thoughts on the social aspects of communism versus consumerism and crypto.
Well, you see, I think that communism is a fantastically well-constructed ideology because it encompasses all kinds of sharing of the wealth and no one is above anyone other. Just like how in the movie Jaws, the shark shares the flesh between himself and his brethren. And also, another thing about capitalism, a little bit off topic I know, however, Herbert Hoover, the President of the United States, had had many issues with the country. He single-handedly ruined the country. Just like how Jaws ruined all of the humans and ate them into little itty-bitty pieces.
I'm going to have to stop you. That was your 20 seconds. I wasn't wanting this to get political, but here we are. Question number 3 for Jordan.
I came back, I was taking a shit.
Your thoughts on folklore's influence on modern literature and maybe even the impact on postmodernism. I know that's a good topic for you.
Well, the two most influential writers of the last 2 centuries, one being Fyodor Dostoevsky and the other being Ray Burkett, both have incredible stories regarding their I don't remember the question. Well, postmodernism is a dangerous idea to have because fuck Derrida, okay? And then my 2 favorite authors are Dostoevsky and Ray Burkett, he has this fantastic story called Fairy Tale, in which he goes in on perseverance, just like how I'm trying to get through this interview.
Thank you, Jordan. That was beautiful. Yes. Zizek, can you match up?
What was the question?
Your thoughts on folklore. The question was thoughts on folklore's influence on modern literature and impact on postmodernism.
Well, I do think that folklore, especially the one about the Wendigo, the big scary monster that hunts you in the woods, is very interesting, and it has turned most things in the United States into stories about scary monsters and folklore, and now 90% of the movies made nowadays are all about scary monsters and scary folklore creatures. I don't know how we're supposed to come back from this, because everything is currently about scary monsters and scary folklore. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Yes, a nod of approval from Jordan, it seems.
Very good, very good.
Question number 4. Are you ready, Jordan?
Yeah, okay,
This
all right.
This is the final interview question
Okay,
for the panel.
okay,
Before we take guest questions.
yeah.
What is the anatomy of a pretzel?
Well, if you've ever played the game... Thank you.
You have officially lost the game. Now, Zizek.
Well, you see, whenever I see a pretzel, I know exactly what it is made of at all times, because I used to dissect them when I was a little boy back in Slovenia. You see what you do?
Oh, the game is called Assassin's Creed. Oh. Okay.
Jordan, your time is up.
Okay.
Zizek, please
Now,
continue.
as I was saying, the inside of the pretzel is actually made of a old tree trunk, and the reason for that is if you ever look at a pretzel, you notice that it looks like a little stick, and the reason for that is because it is actually made of wood. Very, very pristine, very delectable, very tasty wood.
That was also great. Yes, I've taken to complimenting your questions because it is just great having you both here tonight. We will now transition
Okay.
to quest and audience questions. I'd like you from the audience right there. Can you give me your question on the spot?
Your Jordans are fake. This one's for Jordan.
No. No. Don't you believe in God? Oh my. Oh no.
Jordans are fake!
No, they're not.
They are fake! They are from Walmart discount section!
Well, you know, I was discussing this with my wife, and she, from Canada, doesn't really know what Jordans are. But I showed her my J's, and she's a firm believer. I think, just as Kierkegaard thought, that we must take a leap of faith.
Excellent, excellent. One last audience question for Zizek, please.
You're my idol, Zizek. I watched all your videos and I seen all the movies you've seen, like all of them.
Are we talking to a sheep?
Hey, do not insult my fans!
Bah!
I'm from Wales.
What the fuck was
I'm from Wales.
Moving on, I'd like to have a quick transition while we change commentators. I'd like to have a special word from our special guest tonight, Bill Clinton.
Yeah, right. Hello, what's going on? Okay.
Yeah, my name's Duffy. I'm a Texas resident here.
Okay, alright, yeah.
I will be your new commentator. It's a pleasure to have you, Mr. President.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask you about, that.
I did not do anything with no. Okay.
That's great. Would you like to elaborate a little bit?
Okay, alright, yeah. Great stuff, man.
you sure?
All right, yeah.
Thank
you,
Bill Clinton.
everyone.
Bill
Thank
Clinton.
you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. We've reached that point in the panel where most of you probably want to kill yourselves, but we are now at the economics section, featuring our two panelists, Yoda and Smeagol.
Hello.
And we do have another special guest tonight. We'll bring him out in a moment. He's a little clinky. If you need a hint. Let's get to our first economics question. So, what do y'all think about the gas prices?
Cannot drive my car, I can't.
My precious got lost in the wind. My cat tried to grab it. No! Shit!
Oh yeah, that's about as what I expected.
I'll have to drive to Mordor. But gas is $6.50.
That brings me to the infrastructure. What do you think of that $1 billion that went gone in the wind? And I don't mean that movie that I never watched, but will praise.
Build buildings we cannot. Harbor hospitality we must not be able to do.
Smeagol, I don't like when you put your hands down there. The ring. This is the. This is the state of economics, as you have seen, folks. So, our next question for you all is, well, I'm gonna ad-lib this one. This one's, personal taste. So, this doesn't have anything really to do with economics, actually. This is just, a big fan of Smeagol here, and a even bigger fan of this green guy who's got this baby guy now. What do you think of the baby Yoda stealing your thunder? The baby one, not.
Yeah.
Little shit he is. Die he must. Feel the wrath of the Jedi Masters he will.
Right. Well, I think now's a good time to bring in our special guest, C-3PO. You may have never heard of him. I would not blame you. He's that one character, the golden one, actually. There's a couple of the colors. I watched the movies once. Twice, maybe. I didn't watch the new ones, though. The new ones, look what they did to my Harrison Ford. My redneck Harrison Ford. I am like... There was Matthew McConaughey and Harrison Ford. They were my staples. And now there's only Matthew McConaughey. You know how fucked that is?
Hey, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Alright. C-3PO, would you like to talk about the state of the economics today?
Oh my goodness, there are so many people here!
That's great. And a quick, segue, just, Aphex Twin and Square Pusher, would you guys like to give your thoughts on state of economics here?
Boom, 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 boom.
Alright, and then a quick word on the state of economics. This will be the closing of this panel. From the sausage in front of me. The sausage in front of me, would you like to... Here, give him the mic, boys. Yes, that is a Texas sausage. Yep. Alright. Yeah, that's great.
Woo! Thank God that's over. Yeah! I miss my wife!
Jessica, are you okay?
I killed that bitch with a hammer!